you arriving here at Love the Land. Of course, we will be raising money tonight for Viva Farms and Washington Farmland Trust. Our show will begin in 10 minutes. So go grab your dinner out of the oven, fill yourself a little drink, and meet us back here in how many minutes? I just said it. How many? 10. You've got it. See you in 10 minutes. Hello, welcome to Love the Land. Tonight's concert and event, Love the Land, is a partnership between Viva Farms and Washington Farmland Trust. And this is the largest event of the year for both organizations, so applaud yourself for being here. You can do that in the chat, by the way. My name is Sasha Summer Cousineau. I am so thrilled to be your host this evening. I see that there are 250 of you watching. It actually could be 500 or maybe even more, but we know that 250 devices are logged on. I saw people in the chat saying they were here from Maryland and from, I think I saw DC, maybe even Texas. I mean, we are so honored to have all 250 devices and all of the humans who are partnered with those devices who are logged on for this concert tonight, whether you are local and in our community or somewhere else in our worldwide community. We welcome you. Oh my gosh, up to 280 watching now. Yes. Oh my goodness. You all are doing incredible work already. Well, let's talk about the work we're going to do together tonight. Our aim tonight is to enjoy this time together, and we are going to do that by celebrating with some wonderful musicians. We are going to raise critical funds for a shared vision of a more sustainable and resilient food system for Washington. And, of course, we know you're all here because we love the land. We're here because of our shared values. Let's take some time, friends, to get really grounded in what we're talking about. How does farming fit into a healthy, thriving landscape? I could tell you, but wouldn't it be so much more fun to show you? I think you agree. It is so much more fun to show you. So as we settle in, we're going to take a tiny 2-minute farm tour by drone of a protected farm located just outside of Monroe, Washington. Reiner Farms sits on 260 stunning acres in a fertile valley and rich ecosystem under threat of ever-expanding development pressures just 30 miles northeast of Seattle. In addition to its prime soils and contiguous acres, the farm boasts over 2 miles of salmon habitat along the Skykomish River and 80 acres of forest land and wetlands. In other words, as you are just about to see, it is sublime and it is also irreplaceable. So please, get comfy in your little YouTube watching seats, sit back, get ready, and enjoy the flight and view. Jennifer just said in the chat, I wish we could smell that beautiful fresh air right now. But Wasn't the view incredible? Yes, Jennifer, I also wish I was over there smelling that sweet grass and that fresh air, but I'm also grateful just to have seen it, just to be reminded of this this amazing beauty that's surrounding us. That video shows the inescapable beauty of our Washington State farmland. That was the rich and diverse landscape of Reiner Farm. Washington Farmland Trust is working closely with the Tulalip tribes to permanently protect and steward 80 acres of salmon habitat on that property. This project is an incredible conservation success that serves multiple community and environmental interests. And I'm sure you agree when I tell you I am thrilled to know that this land is conserved and protected for generations to come. Yes, see, I'm seeing your clap, 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 loving it. I'm so happy to see that you're as thrilled as I am. Speaking of partnerships with tribes, this is a great time to talk about the Greater Puget Sound watershed, where we do most of our conservation programs. Many of us, including me, are currently standing in the unceded traditional territory of the Coast Salish peoples, whose ancestors have lived in the Salish Sea Basin from time immemorial. Please join me in expressing respect and gratitude to our Indigenous neighbors, the Chehalis, Nisqually, Puyallup, Duwamish, Tulalip, Skykomish, Stilquamish, Skagit, Swinomish, Suquamish, and Muckleshoot, among many other tribes, for their enduring care and protection of their shared lands and waterways. Thank you. We offer our deep appreciation to them and to our Indigenous neighbors throughout Washington State and across the United States. In offering this land acknowledgement, we affirm Indigenous sovereignty, history, and experiences. If you are viewing from outside the Puget Sound region this evening and are curious about the land you currently occupy, you can visit native-land.ca/ I know, you're like, what did you just say, Sasha? Don't worry about what I said. Just go to the chat. We're going to put the link in the chat for you, so it makes it so easy for you also to honor your local Indigenous peoples. We are going to hear some great music tonight from Naomi Wachira, Tomo Nakayama, Luz Elena Mendoza, and Dave Matthews. We're going to play some games, so be sure you can join us in the chat over on the right side of your screen, and promise me, you want to get chatty with me tonight. You want to, because I love when you get chatty with me. I'll get chatty right back. And here's the deal. If you're not seeing the option to chat, it's probably because you need to create a YouTube account called a channel here on YouTube. You're just gonna go create a channel. Take a moment and do that so you can play our emoji games. We will start playing emoji games here very soon, so do it right now. We got a little slide for you. You can see exactly how to do it. We're gonna learn a lot tonight about how local farms and farmers are facing the future right now, and most importantly, the reason for the season. We are going to raise some money to help Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms continue their work to preserve farmland and train and empower small farmers. Don't you just love that, the sound of that? Train and empower small farmers. I love the sound of that. And here is how we're going to do it. You're saying, Sasha, you're talking a lot about we're going to empower and train. How? Well, we're raising money, friends. That's how. We're going to support these critical programs. Let's take a look at our fundraising thermometer. This is what we're going to be looking at throughout the night to help us reach our goal. We're going to get comfy, cozy, and well acquainted with this thermometer. Our peer-to-peer campaign has already started. And so, thanks to our virtual harvesters, you can see it right now, we have already raised just over $150,000 towards our goal of $350,000. That is an amazing start. Let's get some applause in the chat for our virtual harvesters. Thank you for giving us this strong start and kicking us off right. Yes. Thank you, thank you, thank you. So you're going to join the party. You're going to text Love the Land to 44321. Again, Love the Land to 44321. And you can do that at any point in the program. And maybe you're wondering, why now? Why are we talking about farming right now? Why are we raising money right now? You ask the smartest questions. I'm so glad you asked that, because I was literally just about to tell you. Friends, Farming is essential. We need regional food security. If COVID has taught us nothing, wow, oh, wow, that would be one of the major lessons. That begins with land and farmers, and it's going to take all of us. So last count, 280 devices tuned in. That's more humans connected to those devices. It's going to take all of us to do this. We will be creating lasting solutions for the future that we want to see, for the world we want to live in. And we can arrive safely on the other side of this multi-level crisis with lasting solutions. So again, we saw the fundraising thermometer. We can take a look at it again. It is set for a grand total of $350,000. If we make our stretch goal of $350,000, we will achieve our wildest dreams. Are you ready for this? If we reach our goal, we will continue to move 12 farms through our conservation priority project pipeline and help incubate 41 new farmers. That's not a gift that is just going to be given to us right now. This is a gift that gives to us for years to come. So again, text Love the Land to 44321 if you want to give using your smartphone. You know, if you're feeling your mighty philanthropic power through your texting thumbs, go ahead, do it. Text Love the Land to 44321. Or if you don't feel like getting texty with it, that's okay. We got your back. All you have to do is click the link in the chat. We're dropping it in the chat for you right now, and you can donate using your computer. And now I see that there are 400 devices logged on. That's more than 400 humans watching this. I just know that all of you are going to text Love the Land to 44321, and we are going to rock that goal. I see it. I see it in our future. Yep, $350,000. We are on our way. So, who is feeling the power of the chat? Who wants to get chatty? You do. I know you do. We're going to practice now. This is not going to be a game for a prize. This is a practice session, okay? I want you to tell me in the chat right now, what are you eating and drinking tonight? Tell me. I want to see it in the chat, and this is practice for later. You want to get your really super fast emoji fingers all warmed up. You're getting your emoji fingers warmed up and strong. Okay, let's see. What are people eating and drinking tonight? I am looking to see what you have to say in the chat. I'll tell you, so far, I am drinking a little H2O. But before you know it, I am going to be drinking something harvested from grapes. Okay, looks like somebody's eating some Chinese takeout. Oh, Diana. And then Carla, lentils and curry, Washington Farmland Trust, pizza and beer. Human after my own heart. We've got some pasta and beer, Italiano. We got some more beer. Beer lovers in the house. I love beer. You love beer. We're winning. And apple, Megan, you're so healthy. Grilled cheese. Dylan. But where's your tomato soup with your grilled cheese, homie? Popcorn and beer, Joe. All right, sounds like you're watching a movie. I can be a movie. Fabulous. Simple baked potatoes from Steve. Amazing. Okay, you have practiced. You know how to use emojis, so that is great. Now, before we dive into the rest of our program, we have some people we must thank. That would be the board members of Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms and the staff of Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms. You could say, yay, board, we love you. Yay, staff, we love you in the chat. If you are a member of the board or the staff, say hi to us. Let us know you're here. And also, we must thank our sponsors, PCC Community Markets, Organically Grown Company, Boeing, Nut Pods, Mirror, Parsons & Company, Heritage Bank, the DeVink Family Fund. Thank you to our sponsors. You can give them some applause in the chat, or if you're one of our sponsors watching, let us know that you're here. Okay, now I see that Gwen has some lasagna, and I see that somebody has some chocolate. Yona, share that chocolate with me. I love chocolate. But it's time for a game. It's time for a game. We're going to move away from what we're eating and drinking, and we're going to play our first game, and here is why you want to play. Are you ready for it? Are you ready for it? I've got a little reveal. Dun, 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 dun. Bum, bum, look what I have. It is a beautiful bag. Yes, it's a beautiful bag. And if you just heard a terrible noise, it's because I bonked the microphone. I am the rudest MC of all time. But don't let that dissuade you from playing the game. You are going to pop emoji in the game, when I ask you this question, the first 5 people to pop this emoji in will get this gorgeous tote. Yes, you will. Okay, ready for it? In the emoji, put this in, or in the chat, pop this emoji in. What's your favorite veggie? Tell me now. I have 5 tote bags I will give away to the first 5 people. All right, let's see. I'm looking. You're loving the tote. Who wants to win it? Let me see your veggie emoji. I'm looking for it right now. Here it comes. Oh, we've got some spinach from Suze. We got a carrot from Kelsey. We got corn from Megan and broccoli from Lori. And then, oh, it went too fast. The chat went too fast, but I caught 4 of you, and the people behind the scenes who are making the magic go, they're like Oz behind the curtain, they are going to determine the winners, and they'll let you know that you won, and you'll get this fabulous tote, and you're gonna feel super cool, like I do when I rock it. Okay, now that we've played a game, and now that we've handed out a prize, I just wanna remind you, text Love the Land to 44321, and we're going to get into our first musical performance of the evening. Our first performer was born in Kenya and grew up singing gospel music in a choir of family and friends. Inspired by the music of Tracy Chapman and Miriam Makeba, she wanted to follow suit, making the world a better place by writing music that is poignant and life-giving. She's received numerous accolades, including being named Best Folk Artist by the Seattle Weekly. With each song, she creates a breathable and expansive space, inviting us all to rest and to heal and to be reminded of our true identity. Get ready for our first performance of the evening from the one, Naomi Wachira.
Hello, my name is Naomi Wachira, and I am here in Kenya, in the small town called Naivasha, and it's such an honor to be here with you today for Love the Land benefit that is hosted by Washington Farmland Trust. If you don't know anything about Washington Farmland Trust, they're there to support local farmers, and especially during these difficult times of the coronavirus and the ongoing climate change. And with your support today during this benefit, you're going to help these local farmers get more tools that will help them create sustainable agriculture for generations to come. And so I'd love to share a couple songs with you guys, 2 songs, just to inspire you, to uplift you, to just encourage you to partner with Washington Farmland Trust. So I'm going to start with this song. This is one of my favorite songs. It's a song called I'm Alive. Truly celebrating that even in these difficult times, that it still is a privilege to be alive, to be here on planet Earth, and just fighting to make this world a better place. So this is called I'm Alive. It's an honor and a privilege when I can say I'm alive, beyond the breathing, beyond the waking. I am alive. And when I shut down to shield my heart, 'cause I've been hurt too many times, and I don't wanna go through another heartbreak. Still I know I am alive. It's the pain, it's the hurt, it's the love, disappointment, I know I'm alive. Yeah, yeah, yeah. When I feel like I'm slowly fading, and I can't find the strength or will to live another day, fight for anyone or anything, I know I am alive. And when I finally reach out my hand in quiet desperation, because I wanna live, wanna fight, I wanna be, then I know I am alive. It's the pain, it's the hurt, it's I'm alive. Oh, I'm alive. Yeah, hey, hey, yeah, hey, hey. I know I'm alive. All right, and this next song is a song called Run, Run, Run. And especially during these really difficult times, it's easy to want to give up and just kind of throw in the towel and say, I'm done. But I'm a big believer that even when the tough gets going, that we sort of, put that heart muscle and just keep running and chasing whatever dream, whatever purpose, whatever it is that we feel we've been called to accomplish. And so that's what this next song is all about, is to keep running, even when all you want to do is just give up. So. Take that light that's sparkling inside you, to put it under fear, doubt, or insecurity. Take that first trembling step and believe the path beneath you will guide your way. Run, 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 even though you wanna give up. Run, 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 don't you dare look back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Days will come when you can't see the way. Hopelessness will paralyze your very heart. Despair will threaten to take your dream, and you start to wonder if this was an illusion. Run, 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 even though you wanna give up. Run, 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 don't you dare look back. Run, 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 even though you wanna give up. Don't you dare look back. Yeah, 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 yeah. Light and life lie inside of you. Don't deny the world what you can bring. Light and life lie inside of you. Don't deny the world what you can bring. What you can bring. What you can bring. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Don't you dare give up. 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 Run, run, run. Run, run, run. Run, run, run. All right, thank you so much, and hope you have a wonderful day. And thank you so much for supporting Washington Farmland Trust. Bye.
Oh, no, thank you, Naomi. Thank you. Let's get some applause going in the chat for Naomi Wachira. Ah, beautiful. I saw a lot of you in the chat talking about enjoying the fish, and I also was enjoying just the serenity of the fish, and then her beautiful voice and her beautiful guitar playing. Absolutely gorgeous. Once again, let's hear your virtual applause in the chat for Naomi Wachira. Naomi has been based in the Puget Sound area for several years, but you may have noticed that she just joined us from Kenya, so that's fantastic. Protecting farmland is not just a local concern. This is an issue for all of humanity to care about. And I can tell that we do as a world click, because there are over 440 devices now tuned in. What? That is so awesome. That means more than 440 humans watching, and you already told me you're from all over the place, so this is fantastic. Again, remember, don't ever let this go far from your mind. We are texting Love the Land to 44321. Yep, that's how we're winning the night. We're texting Love the Land to 44321, and I have some super great news. Are you ready for it? Are you ready? Oh, whoa, wow, you are so ready. You were very loud just then. I heard you right through the screen. Here is the good news. We have a very special gift from one of our funders, a $15,000 gift from the Thread Fund. What? Amazing. Let's add that to the thermometer right now. Let's see the thermometer grow. Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're adding the $15,000 right now. We're currently at 153. When we add the 15,000, that's going to get us close to 170,000. I can't wait to see that happen on the thermometer. But since we are going to be so close to 170,000 here in just a minute, when we add the 15,000, then I will say that when we make $180,000, we are going to add another surprise gift. So once we add, again, we have a $15,000 gift to add. That'll get us close to 170. So when we get to 180, I have some more fun surprises for you. It's another gift that we can add to make that thermometer grow. But we need to reach 180 to get there. So now, just like an in-person concert, I want you to go ahead. I know you have your cell phone right by you. So go ahead, just take a selfie. You can get your laptop screen or your computer screen so everybody can see that you're watching Love the Land. Just take a selfie of yourself watching the show, or get a screenshot the next time you feel inspired and post your photos, of course, with a little prompt to your friends, Love the Land. We're texting it to 44321, right? So you're gonna selfie, you're gonna screenshot, you're gonna post to social media along with the text to give link. And we would just love to see you spread the love for Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms on social media. We are popping social media handles into the chat right now so that you can tag, duh, come on, it's 2020. Everybody knows we tag our photos, right? Yes, of course we know that. So we put the handles in the chat, and you can tag these photos when you post them to social media. There is no reason why we have to just be a community of 440 devices with more humans attached to them. We can grow our community on social media right now. So selfie, tag, Love the Land to 44321 and spread the word. And if you feel moved, you can send this link out. Yeah. Share the YouTube link right now. Get more people tuned in, more people watching. The more people we have watching, the more minds we are blowing with the amazing work of Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms, and the closer we're getting to our $350,000 goal. It's a no-brainer. Tell your friends. Okay, so we have the handles for both Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms for Facebook and Instagram. Go ahead and tag away. And while you're doing the social meds, I don't know why I love to say social meds. It's so dorky, but it's what I say. We are going to learn a little bit more about Washington Farmland Trust and their awesome work. You ready for it? Oh, you are. I knew you were. You were born ready. All right then, let's roll that clip.
Why do farms matter? Well, we all eat, and we all need food. And without farms, we have no food. Farming is essential, and it feels like we're just now waking up to that fact. When we support small farms, we all benefit. Our communities are more resilient, and the natural world is too. There's no doubt local farms matter now more than ever.
We live in divided times. I think it's critical that people understand that farmers need cities, and cities need farms and rural people.
We feed our neighbors and our community We are really committed to promoting and encouraging the health of our local economy.
We've been farming for quite a long time.
This is what we have been doing right from our country of origin. We know about small-scale farming, and we intend to keep it that way.
But our food system is breaking down right before our eyes. Farmland is increasingly out of reach for our local farmers, especially farmers of color. And climate change makes it harder to grow food.
It can be really hard to farm in Washington. The property value is really expensive, and so that's, I think, the main thing that's keeping young farmers from really advancing, is just being able to afford it.
The idea that a civilization can lose touch with growing the things that feeds them is unimaginable to me. That's only a partial life.
At Washington Farmland Trust, we envision a better future. We're committed to showing up across the state to protect farmland, support farmer livelihoods, and to grow food for our local communities. We have a new name, but our core mission remains the same. We protect farmland forever. We connect farmers with the resources that they need. And we help them keep their land resilient for the long haul. We're expanding where we do this work all across Washington.
Washington Farmland Trust, they understand that it's not just about a piece of ground. It's about the community that arises around it.
Washington Farmland was able to be the connection that we needed. We had a will, we had a desire, we just expressed it, and we got connected. That is all we can say, and we are grateful.
We would never have been able to afford a farm without Washington Farmland Trust. Otherwise, properties like ours just get snatched up by developers. You know, that's farmland that will never, ever, ever come back.
Every year is gonna bring a new challenge. We are gonna handle it in a new way. We are not gonna give up. The best is yet to come.
Thriving farms keep us healthy and resilient. So join us. Help us make sure they have a place in our future.
Dylan said in the chat, "That pig is thick." Dylan, you ain't lying. I'm a city girl, so I don't see pigs in real life very often, and I'm not even gonna lie to you, I didn't even know they got that big. So there's that. We're all learning here learning something here tonight. Anyway, Francis and Elizabeth, that couple that you saw in the video, got connected with land through the Farm to Farmer program. To learn more about how Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms expand farmland access, head to farmtofarmer.org. It's Farm to Farmer, that's the word TO, farmtofarmer.org. Melissa Campbell became executive director of Washington Farmland Trust in 2019. She began as a staff member with the trust in 2008, so she is dedicated, bringing to the organization a deep knowledge of natural resource conservation and land access barriers. In 12 years with the trust, she's led their regional farmland conservation and finance strategies. She created a business plan and financial model to support the launch of the trust's first impact investment vehicle, the Farmland Impact Note, which helped successfully conserve Reiner Farms in 2018. And she did this all while parenting 3 young children. Hashtags, mothers were the first multitaskers. Yes, use that hashtag. It's real talk. Anyway, please head to the chat, hoot, holler, make all your virtual noise as we welcome our executive director to the screen, Melissa Campbell.
Good evening, friends and supporters and lovers of good food and music. I'm Melissa Campbell, Executive Director of Washington Farmland Trust. It's an honor to be with you all tonight, even though it is at a distance. Just now you saw a video and heard from our organization and a few amazing local farmers. And you also heard some insight into the vision and the daily work at Washington Farmland Trust. But before we go forward, I want to stop and take a moment to express my deep gratitude to the farmers and farm workers who have literally risked their lives to put food on our plate this year. We have asked so much of our food system and the people who make that system work. And if we didn't know it, we know it now. And we can even feel it. Farming is essential. And farming is also integral into all of our communities. I grew up in a small town in Northwest Ohio, and it's much like many of the small towns we all know, where we have a community that is rimmed by agricultural land around the edges. And that community, along with many other communities throughout the country, are losing farmland, and Washington State is no different. If Washington State continues to lose land at our current rate, our grandchildren will wake up one day not ever knowing the taste of a Washington-grown apple or locally grown berries. Can you imagine that? The United States is home to 10% of the planet's arable soils, the most of any country on Earth. And yet 2,000 acres of agricultural land are lost every day in the United States. Here in Washington, we've lost 100,000 acres in the decade prior. And we're also losing farmers. Many farmers are set to retire and they don't know who's going to take over their farm businesses. The hurdles to get into farming are higher and the risks are even greater, particularly for farmers of color. If we want to protect our farmland, we need to support our farmers. And that is how Love the Land was born. If there's one thing we here at Washington Farmland Trust know and deeply believe in, it's the power of partnership. We can accomplish so much more when we work together to build a shared vision with our partners in the communities that we serve. And that's why Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms are partnering tonight to demonstrate our commitment to a shared vision for the future of farming and to demonstrate what is possible when we work together toward a common goal, and to inspire hope that together we can sustain a future for farming here in Washington State. Now, we're collectively at a choice point. We can accept that the current rate of farmland loss will continue, or we can work together to protect what we have left. We can accept that small family farms like the ones you heard from earlier don't have a future in agriculture, or we can double down in supporting them. Tonight, I'm inviting you to join us. Please help us sustain a future for farming across Washington while we can. By supporting Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms through the Love the Land concert, you're helping to ensure that farmland can be protected forever. You're helping our organizations ensure that farmers have what they need to be successful and resilient for the long haul. There are so many community needs out there right now and so many worthy causes. I want to take this moment on behalf of our board and our staff and farmers to say thank you for choosing to be here with us tonight. We are grateful for you, our community of supporters. And to our musicians, thank you for lending your voices to our shared vision and for bringing us together tonight. I know we're all looking forward to enjoying more music and great storytelling throughout the rest of this evening. And so with that, I'll turn it back to Sasha to help keep us moving along. Thank you and enjoy the rest of the show.
Thank you, Melissa. Let's get your hoots and hollers and thank yous to Melissa for her tremendous leadership. Pop that in the chat. Let's see some Melissa love. Oh, Wasn't it cool to see those videos with the farmers right there on their own land? I have a question for you. And guess what? You're gonna type the answer to my question in the chat. And you're like, oh, why, Sasha? And I'm like, oh, because I'm just over here just casually standing around with this super cute Washington Farmland trust tote. And boy, I sure would love to give 5 of these, one to each of my new best 5 friends who types the answer into the chat. So here's what we're gonna do. I'm gonna ask you a question. You're gonna answer in the chat. The first 5 people who do so win a prize. Are you ready? Oh my God, you're so ready. I hear you, I hear you. You are so ready. My question is this. Name the last farm you visited in person. What's the name? What's the name of the last farm you visited in person? Put it in the chat right now. The first 5 people get this fabulous tote bag that I am currently rocking. I can't wait to wear this tote bag and go on over to my local PCC. Oh, look, last farm visited. Laura says Viva Farms. Jennifer says UW Farm. Kelly says 21 Acres. Carla, Feisty Girls. Andrew, Viva Farms. And somebody said Mary's. And we see Jubilee. And we see Oxbow Farm. And we see Inaba Farm and Equilibrium. And another Equilibrium, Farmer Frog. Oh, yes, yes, yes. You are giving me life with all your farm visits. Thank you so much. Thank you for participating. My friends who are sort of like Oz behind the curtain of this here show, they're going to determine the 5 winners. And you're going to be the proud owner of one of these. Yes, yes, you are. And then we'll be twinsies. We'll match. Okay, time for another musical performance. Born in Japan and raised in Seattle, Washington, our next performer is an artist whose melodic, complex, and emotionally compelling music has been praised by the likes of NPR, New York Times, and our own local beloved KEXP. Quote, when music journalists say things like, this artist is a fixture in Seattle music, there's probably no one right now who fits that title better than this performer. And a wholehearted environmentalist, as well as a gifted artist. Get ready, friends. I want you to welcome this person in the chat. Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. We're about to be delighted by the musical stylings of Tomo Nakayama.
Okay. Hello, my name is Tomo. Thank you for supporting Washington Farmland Trust. And here are a couple songs. This one's called Fallen Cedar. Walk along the riverside. Who knows where the sun will guide me? I will leave the day behind. Who knows where the evening finds me? Oh, 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 I will read by candlelight. I will bathe in cold clear water. I will kiss the moon so bright. Soon I will be dreaming of her. Top the highest hill, count the rings on fallen cedar, all around her growing still, all her sons and all her daughters. Oh, oh, oh. Evergreens come cover me, return me to the sky. Soon I'll be a memory who asks the reason why, the reason why. Grateful for the life we're in, grateful for the second chances, like the branch against the wind. How she bends, but still she dances. Oh, 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 oh. this one's called Pieces of Sky. Earth is big and the seas are. There's so much that I want to show you. Evening falls on a clear white moon. I can't wait till the daylight holds you. Lately seems like the world's unfair. Lately it feels like the truth don't matter. All I care about's the kind of place we might leave for our sons and daughters. Will I feel turned around when the pieces of sky are falling down? What will I leave to be found by your eyes, by your eyes? Only so much that we can do. All we have is our given moment. Hit the lights when we clear this room. Leave it cleaner than when we found it. Will I feel changed around when the pieces of sky are falling down? Will I live in the sound by and by, by and Earth is big and the seas are blue. Icebergs crumble into the water. Nature's older than me or you. Shall I live all our foolishness? Will I feel turned around when the pieces of sky are falling down? What will I leave in the ground when I die? When I die, will I feel changed around when the pieces of sky come raining down? When I leave, could I say that I tried? That I tried. Thank you.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear your virtual applause in the chat for Tomo Nakayama, everybody. Yes, yes, gorgeous. By the way, Tomo is in the audience tonight, so you can @ Tomo in the chat and talk directly to him. And I just want to say that I think not only is Tomo is fantastic musician and vocalist, but also, as we have just seen, an installation performance artist. Now, you may have thought, and Tomo, I know you're going to back me up on this, you may have thought that that choice of the room was for the acoustics, but no, friends. That was a form of performance art. Tomo was telling us that if we don't invest in protecting our sacred farmland now, the whole world will look just as barren as that room. Right, Tomo? I totally knew I got that right. I totally know I did. Anyways, we are texting Love the Land to 44321, or we are clicking the link in the chat because we have a $350,000 goal that we want to arrive at by the end of this program. Again, texting Love the Land to 44321 or clicking the link in the chat. We got it there for you. However you want to give, we are happy to take that money and put it to good work for Viva Farms and Washington Farmland Trust. And you may be noticing, let's take a look at the thermometer, shall we? You're going to notice we have had some significant growth. Oh my goodness, isn't this thrilling? Wow, I am so excited to see this. Thank you so much for a $10,000 gift from Sarah Christensen, the Klausner family, and others. These are some of our fabulous supporters who were like, yes, you're rocking it. Let's do this. Let's get you on your way to $350,000. So thank you, thank you, thank you. Thank you to all of you who have given so far. Thank you to all of you who have showed up. Thank you for every single gift, any size, no matter how small or how large. It all counts. It all comes together as a community and supports Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms. And no, when you text Love the Land to 44321, we are joining together and we are growing a regional food system that works for all Washingtonians. We are helping local farmers immediately, not next year, now. Your donations get put to use now. Protecting soil and water together. We can do all of this and much, much more for farmers and farmland and everyone who eats. Because I gotta tell you, I could eat, like right now. I could eat. I likes to eat. So, if you like to eat, like multiple times a day like I do, go ahead, text Love the Land to 44321. In fact, text Love the Land to 44321 for how many times a day you like to eat. For me, that's 10. Okay? Anyways, one of our sponsors for tonight, Mir, helped to produce the next feature. They have a long-standing relationship with Viva Farms and even provided a grant to help them irrigate a piece of land that Washington Farmland Trust helped them buy. Talk about partnership. What? Teamwork makes the dream work. After this clip, you will hear from Michael Frazier. As Executive Director of Viva Farms, Michael has over 20 years of experience leading business development in nonprofit, for-profit, and public arenas. He's just been working in all the sectors. He brings his knowledge and experience to help bridge the gap between socially disadvantaged food producers, economic development, and local food security by working directly with community partners to grow successful farm businesses. So, roll that clip.
My name's Michael, and I'm the Executive Director here at Viva Farms. Our mission is to train, beginning farmers and support them with land, with infrastructure, with equipment, assistance with markets, and also assistance with capital. Here in Skagit County and across the Northwest and even across the country, agriculture is in jeopardy on some level because farmers' average age is 58. The question was, well, how do new people that want to become farmers get started? And so, there was a group of people that came together here locally and said, well, what's the biggest barrier? And in the beginning, it was, well, land's the biggest barrier. So let's solve the land issue. And quickly discovered that it wasn't just land. It was, the rest of what we call the essentials. We have the tractors and we have the land and we have the infrastructure that folks can use. We just put a well in here with your guys' support. So, Viva is kind of that. It is, an incubator where folks can start with the support around them so they can become successful. Maybe their kids will be farmers as well.
Siempre me ha gustado tener este trabajo. Viva sí ayuda por facilitar más conseguir como la parcela, como plantar nuestras verduras o lo que estamos plantando.
Nalita's, a wonderful farmer, and I think, the why she does what she does is probably the most impactful piece. And Working in agriculture as a farm worker in California and here locally, she and her son were exposed to, a lot of pesticides and herbicides and other things. And her son, ended up passing away from what she attributes to that exposure.
Lo orgánico es muy importante para todos, porque uno de mis hijos estuvo enfermo. Ahí es donde yo me puse a pensar por lo químico que estamos consumiendo, y por eso yo decidí sembrar orgánico para poder consumirlo nosotros mismos en nuestra familia y poder ofrecerlo para también al público.
So she's passionate about feeding and nourishing the community, which is completely aligned with our mission, and she wants to do that with organic produce.
Organic farming is a good connection to the community and the environment, which I think is a big philosophy for us.
The definition of poverty is lack of community. And you can define it, is it money? Is it food? If you have a community, if you don't have enough money, if you don't have enough food, if you don't have enough housing, if you don't have enough, the community can help you with that. And so community is everything.
Hey, hello again. As you just heard, I'm Michael, the Executive Director of Viva Farms. First, from everyone here at Viva Farms, thank you. And thank you to all of our artists for joining us here tonight. Farmers and farmland are disappearing at an alarming rate. It's been happening for decades, and we're really at a tipping point. Our aging farmer population is retiring, and it's estimated that 40% of America's agriculture land will be in transition within the next 15 years. Together, we can turn the tide by nurturing our farmers and farmland so they can nurture us for generations to come. Farming is tough work, which requires a lot of knowledge, skill, and of course, optimism and grit to get it right. Getting started as a new farmer can be extremely challenging, regardless of your background. Viva Farms believes that well-trained, hardworking family farms should be able to earn a good living. We also believe that everyone in the community, regardless of socioeconomic background, should have access to their healthy food. For over 10 years, Viva Farms has been empowering beginning farmers by providing bilingual training in regenerative farming practices and providing access to the essentials, such as land, infrastructure, equipment, marketing, and capital. With these essentials, we create the right environment for farmers to learn about, launch, and scale their farm businesses. Also, by working with food banks, schools, the USDA SNAP program, and most recently, the USDA Coronavirus Food Assistance Program, we deliver produce to our neighbors most in need. In farming, like with most things, diversity equals strength and resiliency. This is true when speaking about a diverse crop selection, as well as diverse farmers who are growing our food. Viva Farms is committed to reversing historical inequities in farm ownership, particularly among Latino farm workers. Latino farm workers make up 83% of all U.S. agriculture labor, yet own just 2.9% of production acreage. We've demonstrated that a different reality is possible. Of our 27 incubator farm businesses, 25% are Latino-owned and manage nearly 40% of Viva Farms' 100-acre land base located in Skagit and King counties. Last year, our farmers sold over $1 million in produce. This year, 2020, has been a remarkably challenging year for most of us, and this includes our farmers. Where were they when most of us were doing our best to stay home and stay safe? In their fields farming. Where were they when most of us were staying indoors to avoid heavy smoke from devastating fires here on the West Coast? In their fields farming. The challenges we face today with retiring farmers and disappearing farmland have taken decades to reach this tipping point. Thank goodness, farmers are committed, hardworking, and optimistic folks. Today and moving forward, with you and our great partner, Washington Farmland Trust, we can nurture our farmers and farmland so they can nourish us for generations to come. Together, we can support a regenerative farming culture and create a strong and local just food system. Thank you for connecting with us here tonight, sharing your time and treasure, and being part of our community. Back to you, Sasha.
No. Thank you, Michael. And thank you, Viva Farms, for your incredible work. To learn more about Viva Farms' work, you can just head on over to their website. You know where to find that link. Of course, we're dropping it in the chat for you right now. Oh, friends, I've been so excited watching the fundraising thermometer grow. We're at just shy of 185,000. So remember, we're texting Love the Land to 44321. But now it's time for another musical performance. Luz Elena Mendoza is the frontwoman and lead singer-songwriter for Portland-based band E La Bamba. The daughter of Mexican immigrant parents, Mendoza was raised in California. Her artistry is informed by the immigrant experience. Through her music, she explores what it means to be a Mexican-American woman and a modern Chicana feminist. Mendoza is becoming a visionary, and her band continues to intrigue as it evolves. That was a quote from NPR Music. Now, Luz is the front woman for E La Bamba, but tonight she's performing alongside some of her favorite humans. So, welcome to the stage, of course, Luz, joined by Isabeau Valleu Walker, Ryan Oxford, and Papi Fimbres. Go ahead, let's hear that music.
My name is Luz Elena Mendoza, and we're E La Bamba. Isabeau Valleu Walker, Ryan Oxford, and Papi Fimbres. And welcome to the Washington Farmland Viva Farms virtual concert series. We're going to play a couple songs for you. Thank you for joining us.
Mendoza and her favorite humans. Let's hear your applause in the chat. Get it in there. I was over here just dancing. What? You all were dancing in the chat. I saw your living room dance parties. I saw a Vogue off too, Sean. Creative choice, Sean. That was a creative choice. I appreciate the enthusiasm though. Yep, everybody was feeling it. And because you were feeling it, I know you did a text. You texted Love the Land to 44321. And you want to know how I know that? Because we are over $200,000 in money raised. Amazing. Holy wow. You are doing such incredible work. Now, I know that you were enjoying the music, and I know the music made you feel extra pumped up to give. And I just want to remind you that when you text Love the Land to 44321 or you click the link in the chat of what you are accomplishing, you are protecting prime soil, water, and habitat. That means you're helping 12 new farms in Washington Farmland Trust project pipeline right now. It also means you're supporting and empowering local growers. And what that means more specifically is 41 farm businesses are at Viva Farms right now. When you text Love the Land to 44321, you are investing deeply in rural communities. As JT Wilcox said earlier, we are interdependent. We are interdependent. He said farms need urban people and urban people need farms. I am because you are. We need each other. Friends, now is the time. Text Love the Land to 44321 or click the link in the chat. We are doing such amazing work, such amazing work. You saw that we are already over $200,000 raised, which is tremendous, but we have some more good work to do so we get to that goal of $350,000. And I have to remind you, farmers are under enormous pressure due to rising land prices, climate change, and the coronavirus pandemic, which has further exposed the fragility and inequity within our local food system. We know, you and I, we know this. We know we're stronger and more resilient when we work together in partnership. So, do you got me? Because I got you. Should we hold hands in a COVID-safe, distant way and skip along towards the finish line of the $350,000? Yes, we shall. I loved holding your hand in that weird way through the screen, COVID safe. It was cool. That was love in the age of COVID. Anyways, we're texting Love the Land to 44321, Love the Land to 44321, and good news, we got an amazing gift from some of our amazing sponsors. Thank you, PCC Community Markets, who I will be visiting soon to go get my organic groceries and my locally grown sourced meats and whatnot. And I'll be using that tote. So thank you to PCC Community Markets, Organically Grown Company, Boeing, and and Nut Pods. Sasha speaks for a living. Can you imagine? I just said nut pads. It's not nut pads, it's nut pods. Anywho, moving right along, it's time for a game. Yes, it's our final emoji game. And just to get you excited about it, who wants to go to the store rocking this amazing tote? See how I wrote that song for you just now? Because you're my muse. Yes, you are. Okay. Final emoji game of the night. We are going to get creative. I want you to settle into your creative self. I want you to feel some artistry come through your mind and through your heart and out through your arms and into your fingertips as you put the following emoji art into the chat. What's it gonna be? I want you to make sort of an emoji sculpture. It's autumn, which means harvest season is here in Washington State. I challenge you to create a little emoji art piece right now in the YouTube chat. I want you to string together a collection of emojis that represents the joy of the season. Let's see some harvest fruits. Let's see some vegetables. Let's see some grains. Let's see some falling leaves. Let's see the changing of the weather. Remember that the first 5 people with an emoji masterpiece that shows up in the chat will win our prize, which is that delightful tote. Okay, oh my gosh, look. Oh, I see some jack-o'-lanterns. People are still dancing. I see eggplant. I hope that means food. I see some spiders and some leaves. I see Chris typing, leaves, moon. You know what? That is very masterful art on your part. You're like, I'm gonna transcend the emoji. Okay, yes, this is beautiful. I see mushrooms and fall leaves and a porcupine, because nothing says fall like a porcupine. I see a lamb and a flamingo. Creative. That was very creative. Okay, thank you for playing with me in the chat. I love it, I love it, I love it. And again, our friends who are the Oz behind the curtain are gonna figure out who the winner is and let you know how to get your fantastic tote. And it's time, once again, to take a look at the fundraising thermometer so you can see how hard you're rocking right now. How hard are you rocking? You have already raised over $200,000. Amazing. I want to thank Gwendolyn and James and Carla and Joan. And if I mispronounce your name, please don't think it's any sign of disrespect. Perjo, I want to thank all of you who just gave us. I want to thank more of you. I want to see more of your names. Stefan answered the call. Thank you, Stefan. And now Wyndham. Yes, amazing. Thank you, thank you. If I didn't say your name, it doesn't mean that I love you any less. It just means I can't see all of your names all at once. Again, we are texting Love the Land to 44321. And also, hey, that link in the chat, you could forward it to your friends. You can email forward it. You can post it on the Facebooks, the Instagrams, the social medias, all that stuff. The donation page will close at 10 p.m. Seattle time, that's Pacific time, on October 1st. So we have until 10 p.m. on October 1st to meet our $350,000 goal. And again, we do that by texting Love the Land to 44321. Hey, why don't you take out your celly? Text 10 of your friends. Hey friends, join me. Text Love the Land to 44321. Make a gift. You're amazing. I think you're doing great work. We're gonna get there. So just keep working at it. That's what we do. I've seen somebody in the chat all night singing, bring on Dave, bring on Dave, bring on Dave. Well, naturally, Dave's the headliner. But guess what? It's time to bring on Dave. What? Yes, Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms are proud to welcome musician and environmentalist Dave Matthews, a longtime Washingtonian and farmland advocate, to our virtual stage tonight. Born in South Africa, Dave Matthews is an American singer and songwriter, best known as the lead vocalist and guitarist for a band with a name that is so random out there, you don't know how it's connected to him. It's called the Dave Matthews Band. Weird, how did he come up with that name? I'm puzzled. Anyways, in 2019, Dave Matthews Band was designated as a United Nations Environment Goodwill Ambassador, the first band ever to receive this recognition. Joining us from his farm in Virginia, Alina's like, yes, it's Dave time. Okay, get your hoots and hollers going. Welcome, Dave, to the virtual stage. I want to see you in the chat getting pumped up as we bring to your screen Dave Matthews.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to the first virtual Love the Land concert. It's the 20th anniversary, and we are here to raise funds for the Washington Land Trust, and also to, just remind you to support your local farmers, because if it's local, it's more tasty. It didn't have to travel far, and so that's an incentive. And then also, you help the small farmers. It's always a good thing to do. Anyway, I'm glad to be here. I hope y'all are having a good day today and all that. Pack your bag, something small. Just take what you need and we'll disappear. Without a trace, we'll be gone, gone. The moon and the stars, they will follow the car. And then when we get to the ocean, we're gonna take a boat to the end of the world. All the way to the end of the world. Oh, when the kids are old enough, they will teach us to fly. You and me together could do anything, baby. You and me together. and I, we're not tied to the ground, not falling but rising like rolling around. Eyes closed above the rooftops, eyes closed, we're gonna spin through the stars. Our arms as wide as the sky, we're gonna ride the blue all the way to the end of the world, all the way to the end of the world. When the kids are old enough, we will teach them to fly. You and me together, we could do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. The two of us together, we can do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. We always look back at what we did. We'll always remember you and me, baby. But right now it's you and me forever, girl. And you know we could do better than anything that we did. You know you and me would do anything. You and me together, we could do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. The two of us together, we can do anything, baby. You and me together, yes, yes. The two of us together, yes, yes. You and me together, we can do anything, baby. Just something small, the end of the world. Whew. It's warm in Virginia, everybody. You may be able to tell that I'm not in Washington by how much I'm sweating. Ooh, it's the heat and the humidity. I'm dripping, everybody. Thank you for joining us today, everybody. Hey, I got an awesome movie that you should check out. It's coming out soon. I think it's my buddy Woody Harrelson is in it, and he actually is my buddy. So me saying that, like he's my buddy, he actually is my home slice. But he narrates it, but it's a really beautiful movie, and it's full of hope and also dread, all the things. But it's about the earth and how the earth is got all the answers, and how the soil has all the answers. But the soil needs to be alive and not dead, which is what we do to the soil. We kill it so we can grow farms that are dead and not good for us. We need to give the land back to life, and we need to grow better and more food more efficiently. And it's a beautiful, beautiful film about that, and how we can turn around decades and decades of problems we've had with the land, and save our planet maybe too, you know, give our children a healthier planet. So check it out, kiss the ground, and eat local food, be all farmy and whatnot. I'm going to play this one with just my fingers. It will be just as bad with my fingers. When the war is over, we go back to every day, every day. Will it be the same again? When you've been turned inside out and outside in, Sing it from the windows, shadow on the wall, the way they dance. It's not much or nothing, but look at this fire burning bright. Yeah, look at how the children play. None of us know what's to come tomorrow, but I'm not going out today. So dance with me like the time we've got is borrowed. Sing it from the windows, sirens in the dark, where are you going? Pretend that it's nothing. Look at this fire burning bright. This is how we keep golden on all the days, all day long. And sometimes things just fall apart. No matter how we try, they can't stop. Sing it from the windows, something outside that I don't know. Yeah, when the storm is over, picking up the pieces of every day, like memories in picture frames, just trying to put the inside out and the outside in. Sing it from the windows, walking down the hall, nowhere to go. It'd be good to see you. And I suppose when it's all said and done, this is how we keep holding on all the days, all day long. And sometimes things just fall apart. No matter how we try, they won't stop. Sing it from the windows, voices outside that I don't know. Sing it from the windows, we'll get going again when the war is over.
Thank you, everybody. Can you hear all the cicadas that are singing along right now? Yeah. If you haven't been hit in the face by a cicada, you haven't lived. Or you have, but you have lived without having been hit in the face by a cicada. They steer somewhat precariously through the air. They do spend the vast majority of their lives underground. Therefore, their flying abilities are brand new to them, too. They're like a baby, brand new baby, if it had wings. You see the problem. It's hot, which is the reason that I am sweating right now, everybody. Because although I'm singing about local farmers, and specifically local farmers in Washington State, I am in Virginia, where it is both hot and humid. So I'm touching this up. This is not a prop, by the way. Well, it's a prop right now, but it's not a prop normally because it's just a shed, right? So I didn't, my house is not far from here, so it's just a shed, right? It's not like I didn't build a fake place, and it's just a shed in Virginia, and I thought it was a nice place to be farmy. You know what I'm saying? A little bit farmy. And it's hot outside. Think of all the farmers that are hot outside when you donate. See, that was like that's how professional transitions. Yeah, I'm old. Doing everything. Good luck to me. good luck to you. Hope everybody's doing okay during these crazy times of the history of the humans. Seems like a strange time. Hope everybody's doing okay, relatively.
Everything's different with my head in the clouds. I hit this corner with my foot on the gas. I started sliding, I lose it. Everything's different, just like that. Oh my God, wait and see what will soon become of me. This frozen heart and screaming wheel. Does that screaming come from me? I'm so damn lucky that you went on ahead. You said, I'll see you later. I heard what you said. A few minutes later, I'm sliding. Everything's different again. Oh my God, wait and see what will soon become of me. This frozen heart, screaming wheel. Does that screaming come from me? I'm dizzy from all this spinning. Now I'm thinking that you did all you could when you said, my love, take it slowly. Okay, is what I said. Oh my God, wait and see what will soon become of me. This frozen heart and screaming wheel. Does that screaming come from me? Take me back to just before I was spinning. Take me back. It's amazing what a minute can do. Take me back to just before I got dizzy. Just like round, 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 round. Okay, is what I said.
Thank you all very, very much for having me. Hope you're having a good day.
Yes, Dave Matthews, everyone. Dave Matthews, friends, put your applause, your hoots, your hollers in the chat. That was Dave Matthews. Ah, beautiful. I thought it was delightful that you were very concerned for Dave and his apparent lack of water, or at least his choosing not to drink the water that he had in the big blue jar right on the post right next to him. You all are such delightful people. Can we get a round of applause for all of our performers this evening? Let's hear it again for Dave Matthews, for Luz Elena Mendoza, for Tomo Nakayama, and for Naomi Wachira. What? Yes, yay, yay, yay. Oh, they were so wonderful. And you are wonderful. You want to know why I'm saying that right now? Because we have raised over $220,000 for Viva Farms and Washington Farmland Trust. And I have to say, I'm thrilled. There are over 500 of you who have tuned in and stuck with us through the very end. And that's devices. That's devices. Because I have to say, there are almost 1,000 donors who have given so far. We are 23 donors away from 1,000. Just 23 donors away from 1,000 gifts to support Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms. Can we get 23 more donors? Come in at any level right now. I just want to see us reach 1,000 individual donations. Come on, you can do it. I want to see you texting Love the Land to 44321. Pop that link in the chat. There it is. Click away, click away, click away. I want to see 23 more donations of any amount come in, because you know what matters? That we come together as a community and we hold Washington Farmland Trust and Viva Farms, and we elevate and amplify their work and their message. So let's get to $1,000 before we close this out. I see Sarah joining us, Megan, Jennifer, Patrick, Gina. Anonymous just came with $11. And Anonymous, I understand that we don't always want to put our name behind our philanthropic donations, but thank you for the $11. You are helping us get there every little bit at a time. Oh, another anonymous gift of $41. Yes, yes, we are so close to reaching 1,000 donors. While you continue to send those in, because we're going to reach that 1,000 donor benchmark, I just know it, I have to let you know, we got an awesome gift from some of our sponsors. That's Parsons & Company, Mir and Heritage Bank. They added $15,000 to our fundraising thermometer tonight. So beautiful. And now, you're saying, Sasha, we've talked all night about fundraising. I would like to know, what else can I do to support Washington Farmland Trust or Viva Farms? Or what else can I do to support local small farms? And again, I have to tell you, your questions are so intuitive and so insightful. I was just thinking we should talk about that, and then you asked. So let me answer. You know what you can do? Continue buying and eating local food. In fact, Viva Farms has a CSA. If you aren't already a member of a CSA, I'd say this is a good one to join. Another thing you could do, continue taking collective action on conservation locally. You can also keep washing those hands. You remember, you gotta do this and that and the thumb and the nails. Keep washing your hands and use the sanitizer, keep wearing your mask. And there's this little thing. It's a small thing called an election. Oh my God, of course we all know the election's coming. Vote, 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 vote. Like farmlands are depending on it, because they are. Oh, I see your gifts continuing to come in. Scott, Anna, Cheryl, Stephen, Mina. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you, thank you. You are rocking it so hard right now. Beautiful. We are at 997 donors. That's 3 more. Oh, John, 2 more. We need 2 more, because John just popped in with $10. Can we do it? 2 more donations to get us to that 1,000 donor mark. Can we? Can we do it? Okay, I'm just going to say something while I wait to see 2 more donations, because I know they're coming. But I also know that at some point you want to not look at your screen and this crazy lady anymore. So, I'm waiting. Anonymous came in with another $11. Anonymous, you and your $11 gifts, I'm feeling them. And Jason, what? We got to 1,000 donors, yes. You know what you need to do? Take your right hand, reach it up like this, wrap it around, and pat yourselves on the back for doing some great work. Oh my God. We're at $222,000 raised, plus a few dollars just rolling in. And you know, I already told you, we are leaving the donation page open until midnight Pacific time on October 1st, so tell your friends. And now, to send us joyfully out into the night, we have another collection of views of beautiful Washington farmland. Let's thank Christine Steele at Lighthawk and our pilot, Roy Llewellyn, who donated his time and this footage. And please, 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 accept my sincere thank you for the beautiful work you have done here tonight for Viva Farms and Washington Farmland Trust. We've accomplished an amazing thing. There is a little bit more work to do, but we have until October 1st to do it, so I feel ever so confident. Enjoy this final footage. My name is Sasha Summer Kuzno. I have been so honored to be your host. Have a great night.